Hi, I'm Mark. I'm going to just do a little quick demonstration. I have a few clients that wanted to go over some things that they can do for the hip and the front thigh muscles, and we're going to be focusing on muscles around the hip here that kind of extend on the inside of the leg for the hip, what they call hip flexor, one of the muscles that one among the other muscles that want to address. And the other one is going to be more just above the knee here. Just a second here, I'll give you a little better example. Make sure it's sitting right. But the muscles that sort of extend and just go past below the knee, need to work on those muscles there. So we're going to try something here on the table, just especially for someone who has some concerns in the hip or in the knee joint. And I'm bringing this pillow, as you can see. What I'm focusing on is, to start with, is the more support I have for the hip, the better I can do this exercise. So what I'm going to try and do is imagine that I'm lifting this leg up without really going up too high. So I'll think about bringing that leg or the knee towards the hip a bit in this direction, and then slowly lower that leg down, and then repeating a few times. But imagine you're trying to maintain the tension in the muscles in the upper thigh and basically the lower abdomen or in the hip area, and you can hear the crack in there. So just what you want to make sure is you're aiming, and for this particular client, we were thinking about turning the leg away from the center, sort of rotating away, so that they can focus on some muscles to the side a bit. And the other one is pretty much the same position, except this time, what I'm trying to do is straightening my leg. So as you can see, I've got my heel on the table, and with the support here in my hip, underneath the hip, that is, underneath the thigh, I'm going to try and extend my leg to straighten it out, and then slowly lower the foot towards the table, but as if I'm still kicking towards the ceiling. And then I try it again, bringing it up to straight. So this is more for the front thigh, and then below the knee that you might feel some of the muscles around that supporting. And then you can try it again. So maybe 4 or 5 times, maybe 6 if you can do it quite well. If it's a bit sensitive to do that, then maybe keep it to 3 or 4 repetitions. So these are 2 exercises that can be done with the support of a pillow underneath. Again, the first one, and I have a client that's doing it so the thigh is kind of turning away, so they can focus on some muscles in hip flexors that cross over the hip into the lower abdominal. And then the other one, as if you're trying to kick and straighten the leg out that way. So if you have any questions, you can send an email, mwbogacki@gmail.com. Again, this was intended for a client of mine. And if you have questions about things you can do working around hip joint, knee joint issues, give this a bit of a try, or give me a shout, and I'll be happy to respond. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.